Christmas season, the holidays, can mean a jumble of Christmas parties, and all those parties can create some blurred lines, maybe more blurred than a Robin Thicke song.
That's right. A lot of it, of course, can revolve around alcohol. And Holly Caplan is a workplace expert who's written about surviving a male-dominated corporate world, and she joins us now. And my first question to you is, why do people end up getting in trouble at holiday parties for their work?
Because it's like that one party per year where you know you can go and be crazy, and they have so much fun, so they got all geared up for it. So I'm pretty sure that's why. That's like their big event for the year.
Well, so do you think people should drink at all at holiday parties when work is involved?
I think you can, but I think you have to give yourself a limit, because we all know that when you have alcohol, you can lose your inhibitions and you can do things maybe you wouldn't normally do. So give yourself a limit. And then, like you said, some people don't drink at all because it's still a professional environment.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think because the alcohol is free,
right?
You know, people don't kind of lose track of, oh, maybe I've had one glass of wine here, I'm going to go get another one and another one, and next thing you know, it's 4 or 5,
then
and
it's tequila.
You don't normally drink that. Yeah, something you may not drink.
Yeah.
So what's a good way to kind of space things out throughout the night, or prepare yourself?
Or know what the limit is.
Yeah.
Before you go in, give yourself a limit. Like, know you're going to have 2 glasses of wine or 2 margaritas, and then this sounds so trite, but have a glass of water in between. Maybe if you feel like you're always holding something, that you're still participating, you know, you're still having a good time, and then you won't have a hangover the next day.
So what are some signs, and I think this can be for any party that you go to, whether it's work or otherwise, what are some signs that you maybe should be looking for in yourself that maybe I need to stop or leave or, you know, whatever?
That's a great question. Well, obviously, if you start to feel ill, number one, I mean, you know, if you have a lot of alcohol, especially if you mix, if you feel ill, it's time to go. Secondly, if you feel like you're getting a little loosey-goosey, like you think putting a lampshade on your head is suddenly a good idea, it's time to go home. Yeah.
I actually had a coworker who drank out of the chocolate fountain. Like, put her head under the...
It was not
like that. No,
it was not me.
This was at a different workplace. But that might be a sign. I mean, if you're willing to do something like that.
Don't put your head under the fountain. It's a bad idea.
Now, since we're talking about a workplace, is it okay, you think, to kind of watch out for each other? It's not going above.
Excellent question.
The line?
And how many times have we been to a Christmas party or any holiday party and you see one of your friends like picking up on your boss's wife, and you're like, that's a bad idea, but you watch him and you watch him circle the drain, and then Monday's not good for him. In HR. So there's something new called a bystander intervention that HR departments are implementing. It creates a safe environment for you guys to talk about this and intervene. You don't have to watch the train wreck happen. You go grab Bob and say, Bob, let's get out of here. And then you can bring it to HR Monday. It's a safe spot. It protects him and it protects you for saving him.
Well, and I know that some companies are starting to limit alcohol at their parties and take proactive measures too. Yeah. What are some of the mistakes that you have seen? I mean, you know, you've been in the workplace, you're a workplace expert. What are some of the biggest, you know, mistakes or red flags you've seen yourself?
At the holiday parties,
Sure.
Typically, if it's not driven from the top, like how to behave, that's the biggest mistake ever. Then everyone else knows that mayhem will ensue. So I feel like any type of messaging.
So the boss can't be going crazy.
Right. And in my industry where I've been, the boss goes crazy. And it's a lot of fun, but the messaging down to us does not always create the best environment.
Good message. Yeah, thank you so much. And you can visit Holly's website, hollycaplan.com, for more information.
Yeah, she's got a book with more tips on there too.
Right.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
We'll be back.